Yo, ladies and gentlemen, Linkin Park heads, welcome in. I am a diehard Linkin Park fan. Obviously, I was like super sad about Chester's passing. I watched his video when he performed "One More Light." Is that the name of the song? Right before he passed. It's just sad, bro. I'm gonna be sad about it till I die. Basically, it's one of the very first like celebrity deaths that impacted me in the way that it did. Him and Mac Miller. Those are probably the first two where I was like, God, this one hurt, and they've been on hiatus as you would expect. They lost their lead singer, and then we got a female lead singer now. I haven't heard a single note of hers. I don't know who she is. I don't know how she sings. I don't know how good the song is going to be, how not good it's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be received very mixed emotion wise or very mixed reviews wise, just because how the fuck do you replace Chester Bennington? I do not know what to expect. I'm kind of nervous for it, kind of excited. Don't know what to expect in terms of how I feel about them continuing on. Like, should they have just dropped the Linkin Park name and then created a new group? Yeah, and it's just unfortunately for the lead singer, the nude lead singer, that's a very large thing to try to fill. Arguably one of the top 50, top 20, if we're talking about rock voices, easily top 10 rock voices of all time. Definitely top 50 amongst all genres. It's tough. It's a tough one, yo. Let's see what we got. Don't know what to expect. Follow us on stream. We do all of our new music reactions live. When they drop their album, will also be done live. So if y'all guys want to be here, be part of the conversation, I promise you'll enjoy it. Most people that come over from YouTube enjoy the stream. It's a different vibe. And then join us on Patreon. If you miss any of the live reactions, they go to Patreon. See what we got.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you cut me open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be.
That's a nice line right there.
Don't know why I'm hoping for what I
hey, yo.
see. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
Oh, yeah. Also, this is definitely the bar from New Girl, right? Am I tripping on that? Bro, this is the bar from New Girl. I got to get that out of my head because that's all I'm gonna be thinking about this entire video. This sounds like not Minutes to Midnights. What was the name of the album? 1,000 Suns, the one that had Powerless on it. It sounds like that version of Linkin Park. I'm assuming that's the lead singer at the end of the bar. This ain't bad.
Cause there's a fire under the altar. I keep on lying to. Already pulling me in, already under my skin.
This ain't bad at all.
I know exactly how this ends. I let you cut me open just to watch me bleed.
Yeah. Oh, she killing it, bro. What the fuck? Hey, yo. Clap it up. I think the hardest thing that people are going to have to like try to get over is that you got to get in the mentality that they're not trying to replace Chester Bennington, They're not trying to replace him. And this doesn't sound like a replacement. It still feels like Linkin Park, and her voice is phenomenal, bro. At least the studio recorded version. I haven't heard her sing live, so it could be different. But bro, this is totally Linkin Park. And I think what saves it, not what saves it, is just the fact that Mike Shinoda is normally like one of the more creative major producers in the group and how the group's music sounds. Like, I'm sure Chester was a part of it. Obviously, Chester was also a songwriter, and he was a vocalist. But I think that if we compare Chester and Mike, who has more say or more of a hand in what Linkin Park sounds like their actual identity of their individual group sound, I think that Mike Shinoda plays a much bigger role in that. So that's why Chester's passing and now her being part of Linkin Park, that's why it still sounds like Linkin Park. It's never going to sound like Chester's version of Linkin Park. The lyrics don't seem as sad as what Chester would write. As long as you as an individual listener can get over the fact that they're not just replacing Chester, not to mention the fact that it's been mad years at this point. How long has it been that we as Linkin Park fans and the group have been mourning? I know there was some controversy around her for a little bit. I know that somebody in the group isn't touring with them, or that they left the group, like that they left, and all of that is well and good. You know, I feel like if all the group members were parents of this child that is Linkin Park and Chester dies, it's a very difficult thing. Like, let's just say you are a mom and I'm a dad, right? And then we have a child, that child dies, God forbid. But I feel like it is hard for any relationship. It's hard for any relationship to move past that. Almost inevitable divorce, because eventually somebody's going to want to stay in mourning. They don't want to even try to move on, but the other one's going to be like, it's time. Like, I still have to live my life. You know, I still have to push forward and progress. Yes, I'm sad over the loss of my child, but now I have to live for that person. And a lot of times that's what causes divorce in those type of, you know, situations and relationships. So I feel like it's the same for the band. Like, not all the band members are going to want to move on. Not all the band members are going to want to keep the Linkin Park name. Mike is probably like, you know, it's time for us to push forward if we're going to. 7 years is a crazy amount of time. I feel like 7 years is plenty of time for everybody to process how they're going to handle this. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like they're replacing Chester. It sounds solid. I'm not mad at this at all.
I only wanted to be part of something. I only wanted to be part of. I only wanted to be part of something. I only wanted to be part of.
Music video is crazy, low key. Like this pixelated. I know the computer was screaming rendering this. She does that amazing texture for singing. This is fire, bro. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gas. 100% gas. She killed that. She killed that. And I think it was important that Mike go first in the song as the lead single. Like, let's hear what we know, so that way I have time in my mind to get ready for new lead singer. She went crazy. He went crazy. It's Linkin Park, bro. I was afraid that it wasn't going to sound like Linkin Park, but I was also afraid that it was going to sound like Linkin Park trying to replace Chester. It just sounds like a new era of Linkin Park, if that makes sense. The book of Linkin Park with Chester has now been closed. We're not throwing that book in the fucking fire. It's going to be the main thing we display on the shelf, but who's to say that we can't keep writing a new book?